Hey Matthew, just going through your swings from the Arizona camp and just going to touch base on a couple things that I see that you can work on, that you can have this on video, that you can work during the season, and hopefully we get a chance to see you next year and see how you progress. So let's go ahead and get started here. A couple things on our mechanics from our start. A couple things we've got to change. Your feet are fine, your knees are fine, you're in pretty good position in regards to that goes. Our shoulders, our hands up in this position up here, and your bat angle I want to raise a little bit. So those are the two biggest things from the start, is putting your hands in the green circle and having your bat angle on that green line. Your head's on the baseball fine. Everything from that point is pretty good shape. And I think from this standpoint, what this is going to do is go into what's called a stride position or a land foot position we're going to check out. One thing right away we got to talk about is this bottom arm. And you're going to notice right here, this bottom arm, your hands are dropping and your arm is getting straight. And at this point of your swing, we need to make sure that that has a nice arc in our swing. To keep that up, it's a biggie where we're going to really want to focus on getting ourselves to have that arc or that angle in our swing. You don't want your arm to look like it is now until contact. You want right now your arm to look like the green line, where you're going to have that almost 90 degrees in our elbow right there. So you get yourself, what you're going to do now is it's called casting. It's called getting around the baseball. It's going to make us really long to the ball. And you're going to get away with that on slower pitching, but as the guy throws harder, that's the biggest thing you got to work on, is staying yourself short to the ball and nice and quiet, where you don't get yourself locked and you get your barrel through the baseball. So what I would suggest you doing is you get a really small bat, like a little T-ball bat, and you just get yourself in your stance and rest your bat on your shoulder. And what you want to do is play soft toss or T-work, and what you want to do is you want to take the bat off the shoulder and just go right to the baseball, and right before contact, then you're going to have your arm get extension like it is now in the picture. And those are things you got to do, 100 times, a couple hundred times, to really break that habit of locking out that bottom arm. Because right now it did it way too early, and that's going to make us way late to the ball. You can see I'm going to be casting the ball. I'm not going through it. So my hands are going towards the dugout on the first base side compared to going towards the pitcher right now. You can see they're going out and around, and that's going to make us long when that thing it gets locked out so early. So that one's huge. The other thing you can see is you can see your hands begin to drop down, and you got to keep those hands up so you can work downhill. At this point of your swing, you still want your hands to be up in this area, a little bit higher than that, and just working on this good angle in regards to our elbow, and that's going to be huge difference when you get that. The next thing I want to chat about in regards to is your landing foot. You notice on your landing foot, let's put a big circle around your landing foot right here. When you go to land, you can see that landing foot is pointing at the pitcher. Your toe is almost pointing at the pitcher right now, and that's going to be not what we want. At this point of your swing, your heel is actually pointing to the sky and deck. And what I want it to do is I want your heel right now should be kind of in this area, and you want it pointing towards the dugout. What that's going to do is it's going to help you get hit against a firm, closed front side, and that's going to give you power. When you open up that leg, it's kind of opening up the floodgates of water and just letting it rush, where you want to have that thing closed, so when you take your back hip into your front hip, it's closed, and it's going to keep it tight, and it's going to be able to hit against a closed, firm front side. And that's really important in regards to our swing when we're hitting here. And that one you kind of got underneath it, but you can see on that where your front side is open. At contact, pretty good shape. At contact, going from the feet up, you did drop down a little bit, but you have a nice straight line. Your head's on the baseball, and I think we just missed that one. But those are two huge things in regards to our open front side and that bottom hand are going to be really good keys. Something else to work on at the end of your swing is just focusing on finishing in your swing and holding it. And you can tell really good form just by getting balance at the end of your swing. Again, keep those hands up. Watch that front foot. You can see that front foot beginning to open right here, and that's important. That front side's opening up. That exposes that front hip. and look at your arm. Your bottom hand is straight. Your hands are dropping. At this point, we've got to have our hands up, and you also got to get that backside to work. See that contact there? That was a little bit better. At this point of your swing, make sure that your foot is really nice and high. You can see that back foot goes down. You can see that front foot is really pointing right at the pitcher. So close that off. Make sure your back foot is higher. And you just got to watch this video over and over again and really break down your swing from your start to your land foot to at contact, what you look like, and then at the finish. Those are kind of the 4 things that we do analysis work on, those 4 parts of our swing, to figure out how to break you down and give you the drills and things that you need to do to fix it. So hopefully that helps you out. It's a lot of work to do, but it's going to make some huge things in your swing once you get this dialed in. We wish you the best this year, and we'll see you next year.